All right, thank you very much, and welcome into the Dallas Cowboys studio here from the Star in Frisco. Tommy Yarrish alongside Cowboys COO and co-owner Stephen Jones. Stephen, thanks for making some time.
Tommy, great being on.
I appreciate it, man. We'll start with this. Throughout the course of the week, as you watch the Philadelphia game back, Jerry was talking about the other day how you guys were, I think, 42% pressure rate on defense, but only one sack. I know you guys want to bring the quarterback down. What are you hoping to see this week against New York to keep the same pressure rate up, but also get into the backfield?
Yeah, I think it's ultimately getting home, and I do think it's real important to ultimately get the quarterback, not just pressure him, but get him. Now, last week that was a challenge with Hurts. He's so athletic and strong, and he's a hard guy to get. And but certainly Russell Wilson's one of the good ones in this game, and he'll be a challenge for us as well. But I have a lot of confidence we're going to continue to just get better and better in terms of not only getting that pressure, but also getting home and getting the quarterback.
You got a young offensive line, and they faced an early test. It would have been a harder test had something not happened pregame. But once again, a really talented front here in New York. What constitutes stacking good weeks for this young line? Coaches say all the time, the biggest jump you see all season is week 1 to week 2.
Sure.
What constitutes the jump there?
I think the biggest thing is we're a young offensive line. I mean, you look at Tyler Guyton, he's in his second year, BB in his second year, Tyler Booker, a rookie. I think it's just going out week to week and executing, and as you said, stacking good performances. I think that's so important. But they're working together as a group. That room's really good. There's good leadership in there, starting with Tyler Smith, who's certainly one of the great ones in this league. But I think it's week to week, learning to play, playing together, not learning to play together, but playing together. And I think they'll only get better as they stack the good ones, as you said, keep stacking them up, on one another. Starts with the run game. I know offensive lines seem to get a lot of confidence when you run the football and run it well. And then, of course, ultimately we've got to keep Dak upright too and protect him. But I really like our group. I like the depth we have behind them. And, like what the future holds for this group of men.
You mentioned Dak. He's won the last 13 games against the New York Giants. What are some of the things that you want to see him build on? Jerry said that this past game was maybe one of the best he's seen Dak play against Philadelphia. How do you get better? Obviously, the win is what you want, but how does he continue to progress?
Well, I just think, same type of thing. He's just got to go out and execute. I think he's just going to get more and more. Obviously, you could see the comfort he had in wanting to go to CD early and often. We got to get, George some more targets out there, Pickens, and I think he's just going to get more comfortable with him. And certainly Turp as a receiver in that slot role can make some big plays for us. And, of course, Tolbert's old reliable there. And, when we do dress one of these other receivers, whether it's Flournoy or Brooks, you want them to be able to, keep them fresh and, take a dozen reps in there so that at the end of the game, everybody's fresh and ready and can make the plays we need to make to win it.
When you hire an offensive coach, there's always the question of, okay, do you feel like they can handle play calling duties and being a head coach? You had that with Mike McCarthy, and you got your first taste of it with Brian Schottenheimer. What did he show you in the interview process that made you confident he could handle both? And you got in your first look, how do you feel like he did handle both?
Well, I think, Coach Schottenheimer, let's start with the fact he grew up in it. From the time he was this tall, having one of the great coaches in this league, his dad. I just think he's built for it, and he's been around a lot of great coaches. He's called plays since he was very young in this league, and I think he's just very comfortable with it. And then, the bigger thing that's been so impressive is just, his overall grasp and leadership and energy that he brings is so authentic. What he can bring to this team, I think you saw it in the way our guys played. They played with energy, they played tough, they played hard, they played physical. Those are all the things Coach Schottenheimer wants in the type of brand of football team that we're going to have. And I feel very good that is heading in the right direction. And I think we had a great week of practice, and hopefully it's going to translate onto the field when we play the Giants.
All right, I'll get you out here on this one, Stephen. Brian Schottenheimer and Jerry Jones both said that they're red zone guys on Sunday when they watch games around the league. Are you also an NFL red zone guy?
I'll tell you what, it's interesting. Most of the time you're playing on Sunday, so you don't really get to enjoy it. But we certainly did this Sunday, and I was a red zone guy as well. I mean, it's really interesting, the product that we put together there, the league, and it's very entertaining. Now, I'll find myself too, I'll navigate to, if one looks good in the red zone, then you navigate to that game and, watch the end of it. But that red zone's a great product.
There you go. 3 for 3 on the Octobox are the Jones family and Brian Schottenheimer. Stephen, thanks so much for the time. For Stephen Jones, I'm Tommy Yarrish. You can catch more at DallasCowboys.com.